Super family. It's Jonny Cashflow again. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, night, whatever time you guys are catching this. Hope you're having a wonderful one. So, I wanted to share with you guys the 100 or so books that, and it's less than that, it's probably about 80 books that I think can not only change your finances, can change your mindset, can change your life. And a lot of them are super short. So even if you're not a reader, I am a slow reader. I am ADHD, so I'm the guy that needs to read through things like 3 times. But the impact that a lot of these books have been worth reading through them 3 or 4 times in order for my brain to absorb them. So I wanted to share them with you. So here's all my books. No. But the fun part about small YouTube channels is there are no parlor tricks here. That is literally 80 books expertly stacked on top of one another. I just hope you appreciate the artsmanship that was put into this. And as I'm stacking them, I'm thinking, okay, concept of this video, I'm going to share my books. I'm going to stack them all to the ceiling, and I'm going to just like pull them down one at a time and tell you a little about them. If I really like them, I'll hit you with more than the title and the and the author. But in general, I'll just kind of brush through them, so it's not a 500-hour long video. I'm a confessed rambler. But then I was thinking, I don't even know if I can reach up there. Like, it's close. No, I get it. I'm pretty tall, relatively tall. There's some depth here to this room. I'm tripping over my my bongos and stuff. But anyways, if it tumbles over on top of me, please call help. Let's see how this goes. So, shameless plug. First book. Oh God. Okay. First book is the Cashflow Manifesto. Everything I learned from my millionaire mentors. It is my journey through financial growth and life growth and all the different myriad of things that I have tried and failed at and succeeded at as well. So a little bit of everything. But most importantly, it's knowledge from 6 self-made multimillionaires in different industries that I learned through my life, and they were incredibly impactful. I highly recommend it. It is $20. There is some lovely secret sales and different content at the end of it. Anyways, shameless plug is over. I'll stop rambling on that point, but it is a good book. It is worth checking out, and it's worth way more than $20, especially depending on what you do with it. But moving on, we have like 80 books to go through, and I'm probably already 2 minutes in, so I'm like gearing up for like a 160-minute video with this, which if you stay with me for the next 160 minutes, God bless you. And then if you actually read all these books like I did over the last few years, trust me, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Anyways, let me start hitting you with it. A lot of these you're going to know, so I can be pretty quick. As a Man Thinketh, classic, James Allen. You don't know it? You should. It's like 12 pages. Not 12 pages, but 69, 70 pages, and it's very small. Anyways, again, I digress. The Greatest Salesman in the World, Part 2, The End of the Story, Og Mandino. A whole bunch of books from Og Mandino. I can just hit you with them real quick. You got Greatest Salesman in the World, Part 2, The End of the Story. The Greatest Mystery in the World, The Greatest Salesman in the World. That is the first part of Part 2. I got off my Og Mandino bit. Og Mandino, The Greatest Secret in the World. Og Mandino, The Greatest Miracle in the World. He is so fantastic. I don't even want to tell you guys anything about these books because you just got to read them. They're not long, but they're very intellectually stimulating. They're about life, they're about spirituality, and everything's also related to finance. Ultimately, I like this, Robert Schuller, Tough Times Never Last, but Tough People Do. That is a winner. That is a great mindset book. Oh, snuck in another Og Mandino, A Better Way to Live. Again, I got like 5 or 6 Og Mandino books. He's killing the game in the book market. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Very powerful knowledge to understand how language is used. The Millionaire Next Door, The Surprising Secrets of America's Wealthy by Thomas J. Stanley. Oldie but a goodie. Hung by the Tongue. Again, goes to the power of the spoken word. I like it. Hung by the Tongue is by your Sir, it's not a Sir, but it's Francis P. Martin. He's the man. The One Thing. I love this. It's all about focusing on the one thing that is the most productive for you. Hopefully for me, that's YouTube right now. Okay, compound effect. This is such a powerful concept, and the compound effect is such a magical thing because our relatively puny human brains cannot even comprehend the power of exponential growth. That's what this is about. The compound effect, jumpstart your income, your life, your success by Darren Hardy. Again, not even that old, but kind of an oldie but a goodie. He's probably a 20-year-old book at this point. He's so good. The Last Lecture, Randy Pausch, not financial related, but very powerful, worth thinking about in trying to think about what you want to do with your life and, you know, building a success. I like this. Anything You Want by Sievers. Sievers was the gentleman that made I want to say it was MySpace, but it wasn't MySpace. It was one of the indie music sites. Oh, you're killing me, Small. Do I really am I blanking on the name of the indie music site? That's hilarious. It's been a long day. What can I say? His hobby grew into CD Baby. Boom. He's the creator of CD Baby. Thank you, Derek Sievers. Okay, clearly a late night, but yeah, this is again a solid short read. You bang out, it's like 60 pages, could change your life. Fantastic. I like this. We Are All Weird, The Myth of Mass and the End of Compliance by Seth Godin. That's a fun one. All right, here we go. The Richest Man in Babylon. Oh, God. I can't even tell you how good this is. I cannot even tell you how good this is. So much of books like this, or As a Man Thinketh, make you realize that all of the things that we struggle with today go back to core principles. And if you can understand and operate in your world by core principles and what's been true forever, thousands of years of human society growing and progressing and interacting together, it's the parables of relating to things throughout history is very, very powerful. Anyways, yeah, The Richest Man in Babylon. Super fire, obviously. All right, clearly I need to go faster because this, again, is going to be a 3-hour video. So, because I just like all these books too much. So anyways, The Corporate Mystic, a guidebook for visionaries with their feet on the ground by Gay Hendricks, PhD. That's a good one. Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law is so fire. What it says is that an activity will fill the amount of time that you give to it. So if I say I'm going to do this YouTube video in 3 hours, like I just said, whatever, 160 minutes, well then yeah, it's probably going to take 160 minutes. But if I instead said, no, I'm going to do this video in less than a half hour. Okay, well, Parkinson's Law says that I will do that because whatever amount of time that I set for a task is what I can accomplish. And I've proven that time and time again in recruiting hundreds of people at a time in an absurd amount of time that shouldn't be physically possible. But Parkinson's Law is a very fun thing to think about because it helps you think about the validity of your ability to accomplish the impossible. And nothing is more fun than accomplishing what is seemingly impossible because it proves that magic is real. All right. Go Giver, a little story about powerful business ideas by Bob Berg and John David Mann. Must read. Must read. I mean, there's going to be several, but must, come on. Go Giver, bro. Even if you're not into finances, bro. Like, you read this, please. Please read this. It's so good. Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. Awakening to Your Life's Purpose, Fire. Okay, that's a good early book, a good mindset book. Finally Free, Fighting for Purity with the Power of Grace. This is by Heath Lambert and forward by Joshua Harris. Very strong. It does have a religious tinge to it, but it is all about freedom. And so if you're considering it, whether you're a spiritual person or just a person who wants to be financially free, it's a very powerful message. I enjoyed very much. The next set of books are, some are relational, some are spiritual. But I believe that if you don't have your relationships and your spirituality right, whatever that spirituality is, I don't care if you're atheist, you have a spirituality, you have a spirit, right? Whether you believe in God or not, you have a spirit. And if your spirit isn't right or your relationships with people aren't right, I don't know how you're going to build anything sustainable or good in your finances. Like, very hard. Like, good luck. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for everybody. But yes. So this little nugget right here, all relational. I'll hit you with a quick go right. Get married, stay married. Paul and Billy K. Zika. Love them, met them. They are super people. All right. Human Destiny. And it's best-selling book science. Blah, 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 blah. Powerful stuff. I like it. Good spiritual. Change. Tom Cantor. Again, spiritual. Understanding Your New Life by Paul Zika. Again, I love the Zikas. They are fire. They are really, really inspiring people because they're very real. You can read their book, but they have been through unbelievable circumstances in their life, in their marriage, in their church, and they have weathered it all, and they are stronger, better, greater examples to everybody because of it. And it's great for people who are going through things in their life to see people like the Zikas that are doing such good after going through such storms. So that's my digression on the Zikas. I like them people. Billy K, I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Anyway, Wisdom of the Ages, 60 Days to Enlightenment, Wayne Dyer. Nice one. All right. 5 love languages. Better know them. Better know yours. Better know your partners. Wonderful. Design Your Intention, an experience of embodying source by Forth Crawshaw. Not for everybody, but I loved it. Okay. Parenting with Purpose. Again, not for everybody, but I loved it. And I love parenting. Anyways, Winning the Heart of Your Child. Very powerful stuff. You can see I still continue to read and mark in this book as I raise my 2 daughters. So always worth a read. Words That Hurt, Words That Heal by Rabbi Joseph Telushkin. Very good. Jewish literary, Jewish meditation. One of those books. You should read it. You're not Jewish, you're an atheist, you're a Christian, you should read this book. It will change your mind. A little bit on me. Raised Jewish, mother was originally Christian, converted, but I've studied everything. Studied a lot of Buddhism, studied a lot of Christianity. It's all interrelated, and this is a very powerful book that ties it all together. So, good stuff. Designing Destiny. I don't know. This is a must read, for sure. For sure, must read. Please read this book. Please read this book. Designing Destiny by Kamlesh Patel. And I'm sorry, Kamlesh, if I didn't do your name justice. But he's the founder of the Heartfulness Institute. He is a wonderful man. And what he talks about in this book is focusing on your core intention. So what is your core intention in life and driving your energy and your momentum through and into that one thing? It's kind of related to the book, The One Thing, but it definitely does have that more spiritual slant to it. But just, again, a book for everybody. Even if you don't think you're spiritual, read this. It will help get your mind right. It talks about, focusing those energies and then looking at things that you're diverting those energies from that if it's not going to your core intention, it's a waste of time, energy, money. This is a powerful book. This one's a winner. Will change your life if you read it. Reap, Sow, and Grow, an epic world journey expanding the eco movement and my soul in the process. I like it. By David Presence. really a lot about what you sow into the world. Spiritual Principles by Ashlag Kabbalah. Rabbi Avram, just amazing. Okay, I got that in Israel from actually an American artist, Daring Greatly, Bream Brown. Bream Brown, holla at you, girl. You got my heart, you know, you're great, you're so good, and Daring Greatly is so powerful. Communication, Sex, and Money, Ed Cole. Again, good things. It says overcoming the 3 common challenges in relationships: communication, sex, money. Interesting. Magic Thinking Big. Love it. Acquire the secrets of success. Achieve everything you've always wanted: personal property, financial security, power and influence, the ideal job, satisfying relationships, rewarding and enjoyable life. All that. Yep, all that. David Schwartz. Good stuff. Thank you, sir, for all that knowledge. Discover your inner wisdom using intuition, logic, and common sense to make your best choices by Sharp Margolis. I like her. All right. Oh, did I say ooh? All right, listen. This is my favorite book I've ever read. And I've read a few, okay? Please read this book. This is God Wants You to Be Rich. And I love it because it goes against so many misconceptions in the world. Anyway, it says how and why everyone can enjoy material and spiritual wealth in our abundant world. It is by my friend, my Jewish brother, Paul Zane Pilzer. Fantastic, man. It's not a Jewish literary book. It really isn't. It's actually a lot about just like technology and believing in the free hand of the economy. I mean, it's hard to almost summarize. Well, I guess they try. And God Wants You to Be Rich, best-selling author Paul Zane Pilzer presents an original, provocative view on how to accumulate wealth and why it is beneficial to all of humankind. The theology of economics. This book uses biblical, economic, and real-life examples to explore why God wants each of us to be rich in every way and show the way to prosperity, well-being, and peace of mind. I want to start reading it. Come on. I thank you for that because I could not have summarize that one better. All right, boundaries. People need to set boundaries in their life. This is fantastic. When to say yes, how to say no. To take control of your life by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. Very powerful. We all need that book. That book in our lives. So many people. All right, Created to Win. I love this. Oh God, please don't tip over. Wake up, everybody. Anyways, Kevin Berg, Created to Win. We are created to win. We are fantastical creatures. Whatever your theology, philosophy, religious, the human mind and the human mind is the most complex thing we know in the universe. The human being and its consciousness and what consciousness is and the hard problem of consciousness is a mystical thing. And we're created for a reason. That's what that one's about. It's a winner. Oh man. See, I did not take a second to look. I should have seen when I started this, so I know how bad I'm like killing you guys on this timing thing. I want it to be pithy. I want it to be pithy. I hate these YouTubers that love hearing themselves talk, and I guess I'm I like hearing myself talk. Who doesn't like hearing themselves talk? But let's get on with it. I want to see them books. Let me see what other books are. Prosumer Power 2. This is a good one. This leads into a lot of the MLM universe. By the way, I'm not affiliated currently or plan to be with any MLM. You're making your money on that. God bless you. But that's not what I am, pitching in this thing. But yeah, Prosumer Power 2, it gives the thesis of purchasing from yourself as a store, which is kind of the foundational argument of a lot of MLM, multi-level marketing companies, affiliate marketing. They call themselves different things, but it is all the same thing. It's people marketing to people. How to create wealth by being smarter, not cheaper, and referring others to do the same. It's a really powerful book if you don't understand what I was just talking about. Because I definitely didn't when I read the book first time like a decade ago. Had no idea about any of that. The Case of the Missing Cutlery, a leadership course for the rising star, Kevin Allen. Even if you don't think you're a leader in your community, you're a leader in your household, you're a leader in your life, you're a leader in your career. So I love reading leadership books. All right, Russell Simmons with Curse Mono, Do You? I'm sorry if you got canceled. I don't know about all the details, but I've had this book for a long time. So, anyways, oh my God, and there's a forward by Donald Trump. Hilarious. Okay, that's something. No politics on my channel, please. I don't care what it is, whether you love them or hate them. 12 laws to access the power in you to achieve happiness and success. Ooh, I love it. Oh, Russell. Yeah, 12 laws to access the power in you. Very powerful. I know there's been mixed things on Russell the last few years, but you wrote a good book, okay? You know, hate the artist, not the art, okay? That's what I always say. It's like goes back to like when Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift. I was like, hey, I hate that he did that, but I do love me some people in Paris, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, Wild at Heart, John Eldridge, Discovering the Secret of a Man's Soul. Honestly, I have this book. There's also a female counterpart that I believe is Wild at Heart, Discovering the Secrets of a Woman's Soul. Honestly, both are probably good to read for both sexes. I've yet to get to the opposite sex one, but I've been told both are good to read for both sexes. But this really impacted me, just learning about myself and how I operate as a man. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to summarize that any other way. How to Win Friends and Influence People. I can't even say you read this, you study this, you live this, you breathe this. You read this every year if you can. Every year. How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie. Come on, man. Come on, get it. Prospecting Power. Similar into the multi-level marketing universe. I don't like to use that because it's like a dirty word. People get like overwhelmed by it. But again, it's just people marketing to people. I don't care whether it's affiliate marketing or whether it's a big corporation or, that's the whole concept. But Prospecting Power, build your network with confidence. Building your network is the foundation of business. You cannot, you can't do something bigger than yourself by yourself. Okay. You need a network in order to do something bigger than yourself. And that's what you're trying to do anytime you're trying to impact your life or impact the world or impact your finances. Powerful. Get it. That was Russ McNeil, by the way. Oh, another copy of Prosumer Power 2. I was giving these out for a while because they're good. Same with Go Giver. Go Giver is a good one to give out. 4 Pillars of a Man's Heart. Bringing Strength into Balance by Stu Weber. Again, us men, we need some special advice, because we're not as spiritually high as the ladies. The ladies they bring life into this world. They are naturally, I don't know. It's a philosophy thing, but the whole point is we can all agree, us guys can agree that like we need some special advice to like get our heads right. Like we're basic, we're simple, but we need some specific things to understand ourselves and operate properly in this world. The Cash Flow of Mindset. This is a little known book, but this was a little gem that I found. Millionaire, Billionaire, and Zillionaire, Designs for Financial Freedom and a Fulfilled Life. Alan Schnur. Sorry if I butchered that name. But it was a good book, man. Again, I think I found your book similarly to how someone hopefully finds mine. And it was good, bro. It was really good. Gifts of Imperfection. Again, my girl Brain Brown, let go of who you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you are. Oh, get it, girl. Get it. You know what I'm saying? All right. How to Have Confidence and Power in Dealing with People. This is one of the books that transformed my life, my sales, my business. You want to be in business? You read this book. I mean, How to Win Friends, that's good, okay? But like once you get like a year or two in business, read these next 2 books actually together. These are good. Even if you're winning in sales, doesn't matter. So yeah, How to Have Confidence and Power in Dealing with People. How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling by Frank Bettger. Yeesh. Beast mode, dude. For real. I'll be like, for real. You know, my boy John Maxwell had to make the list. Come on. The complete 101 collection, man. So this is like teamwork 101, success 101, relationships 101, leadership 101. This is that man, bro. This is self-improvement 101. So it's like this is like literally like 8 books. I don't even know mentoring 101. This is like 8 books in one. It's like hilarious, but you know, it's John Maxwell. You better have him on your desk. He is great though. He does write great leadership content. Some of it can be a little redundant, I will say. So that's why it's like you get a complete 101 or you get a couple of his books. I love him. Don't let me I'm not anyways. I, I'll hate on John Maxwell when I've sold more books than him, okay? You know what I'm saying? Okay. You win the locker room first. The 7 C's to build a winning team in business, sports, and life. So good. John Gordon. Really good book. Oh God. Oh boy. All right. See, before I had time to balance out the steps. Now let's see if I can actually make it through this video without a collapse. Okay, crucial accountability, tools for resolving violated expectations, broken commitments, and bad behavior. This is good in leadership, it's good in management, and it's even good at any point in your life in your progression because you always need accountability. You always need like having an accountability partner, even if he's your colleague, he or she is your colleague, and you're depending on them to keep you accountable the same way they're counting on you to keep them accountable. So understanding crucial accountability, so good. Several authors on this: Patterson, Greene, Maxfield, McMillan, and Spitzler. Very good. Business of the 21st Century. Again, this is a bellwether. Starting this early. I just mentioned a whole bunch of books that I read over a decade. This is one of the foundational. Okay, you want to see if any of this is going to make more sense to you. Read the 115 pages of The Business of the 21st Century by your boy Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah, he's a classic. He's a classic. And you're not going to agree with everything he says, or you might. But whether you do, you can't just shut out a Robert Kiyosaki. You can't ignore a Robert Kiyosaki and the knowledge and the success that he's had. And while we're at it, yes, he did make the list twice because he had The Business of the 21st Century, and then I got the classic Rich Dad's Prophecy: Why the Biggest Stock Market Crash in History is Still Coming and How You Can Prepare Yourself and Profit from It. All right, then we got your boy Dave Ramsey. Of course, More Than Enough. That's a good one. The 10 Keys to Changing Your Financial Destiny. All right. 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. This was so good. Johnny Maxwell. That's my favorite book of yours. You're so good, bro. I met him as well. He's a mensch. He's a wonderful man. He writes great content and he cares about the people that he impacts. I like John Maxwell a lot. Quick ideas. 151 quick ideas to get new customers, attract an endless flow of business at little or no cost by Jerry R. Wilson. That was very good. I need to start going faster because this is probably like an hour-long video now. Anyways, Michael Jordan and the New Global Capitalism by Walter Lafebre. Very good. All right. I feel like we're getting there. I'm pretty impressed. I have no idea how long this is because it's at least 10 minutes. I know that maybe it's 20 minutes. I hope it's not dragging, guys. I'm trying to be picky. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, here it is, YouTube. Back, book, hop. Like kind of like book karate. You know what I'm saying? Just, all right. I'm not built to bend like that. Anyways, sorry, I'm embarrassing myself. The other 637 best things anybody ever said. Many amusingly illuminated by antique etchings and line cuts. It's just a fun book. But I do like it. Robert Byrne. Diamond Life. Good one. You are more than you have become. Tony Scott. Goes to some of what I was talking about. Your worth is not derived from your finances. Okay? Who Moved My Cheese? No, like seriously. Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. Again, they do an audiobook that's like 90 minutes. This is a 94-page book with big font. Like, check this out. Check out this font right here. Oh, Jesus. Look at this font, guys. It's crazy. It's big, right? So, anyways, you can read this. But I like the audiobook too. I like having both. But Who Moved My Cheese? It's about staying nimble, staying on your feet in business. That's how I would summarize this book. So powerful. Power of Broke. Again, read this one early and often by your boy Damon John, okay? How empty pockets, a tight budget, and a hunger for success can become the greatest competitive advantage. Okay, Damon. All right. Get Rich Quick, the ultimate guide to making money on the internet. Robert Eager, The Ride of a Lifetime, Lessons Learned from 15 Years as CEO of the Walt Disney Company. Come on, get at me, dog. Oh, boy. Ooh, see? There's a lot of balancing going on. There's literally 7 books left. Okay, Personal MBA, Master the Art of Business by Josh Kaufman. This is a good one. Not a quick read, but it's 300 pages. It's not terrible, but takes a little bit of time. 48 Laws of Power. Again, I would read this early and think about these concepts often. Because people who want to do what you do know these laws. So if you do not know these 48 laws, even if you don't live by them religiously, if you don't know these laws, you are at a disadvantage to everybody else in the world that is operating under them, which is most powerful, wealthy people, which is the strongest people that you're going to be competing with in this world. So you better understand how they operate so that you understand how you can or should operate. So good, so much history, so much knowledge, so much research. It's ridiculous. Again, this is also an audiobook, but the audiobook's probably like days long, like 3 days of audio, something like that. It's a 400-page book, and it's dense. It's dense because there's a lot of history and knowledge. If you're not a big reader, listen to it on audio, but it's worth listening. I don't care if it takes you 2 months to listen to the audio every day you go to the gym, okay? But understand this, the 48 Laws of Power. Okay, I think I've rambled enough about that. My Sir Robert Greene. Okay, feeling good about that. Millionaire by 30, the quickest path to early financial freedom. Douglas Andrew, also oldie but a goodie. Okay. Vanderbilt, The Rise and Fall of an American Dynasty by Anderson Cooper. I enjoyed that one. It's less universal, but it's interesting to understand how power ebbs and flows, how finances ebbs and flows, especially with a family that was as wealthy and powerful as the Vanderbilts. Not that they're, not that Anderson Cooper doesn't, have his own sway, but the Vanderbilt dynasty is much diminished if you don't know the history of the Vanderbilts. So very interesting read, understanding how that worked. Conscientious Equity. An American Entrepreneur Solutions to the World's Greatest Problem. Neil Asbury. Neil, you actually came to my school. You came to the U and you talked about this book. Sign up. I think you did sign up. You signed it. Okay. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Best wishes, Neil. Thanks, Neil. That's pretty cool. I remembered that. That was cool. But he did also write a great book. It wasn't just a shameless plug for shameless plug's sake. Good Company, Arthur M. Blake. Essential transformative reading for leaders of today and tomorrow. Super powerful. All right, and last one. Two Dog, Phil Knight, a memoir by the creator of Nike. So good. So good. And these actually didn't make it. These got put to the side, but they should come. Goodbye. All right. Stuck the landing, guys. Stuck the landing. And I think I did it under 3 hours. Definitely under 160 minutes. And that is what matters.